When coming to art class, you will walk on the colored tiles and stop at this yellow tile and wait to be invited in. Contrary to popular belief, we don't just mean the colorful tiles, we mean the whole row, including the white tiles. That's not anywhere near the tiles. What are you doing? Get back on your squares. That's what I thought. Okay, that is much better. Wait until you're invited in. And you can even show me you're ready like this. On the other side, same thing. Stop on this yellow square so you don't block the cafeteria and wait. Once you know where your seat is, your job is to go to your seat and sit quietly. That'll help us get class started a lot quicker. Don't touch things in the middle yet. I know you want to. Maybe hug yourself. I know, just wait. What you could do is look at your shape, look at the number on your caddy, look around the room to try to figure out maybe what we're doing. But as soon as everyone gets settled, you know we're going to get started. Everybody at the table has a different shape at their seat. That is new this year. Also on your table caddy, there is a number. That is your table number. So it's good to know your shape and your number. Let's make sure that when we sit down, we are not all up in someone else's space. I know they might be your best friend, but try to be near your shape. In art, this poster shows us our call and response. When I say, stop, look, you all say, listen. So let's pause here for just a second and let's try it. All right, great job. The next thing I want to show you is the noise level. That's going to be over there. The first one is listen to instructions. It's the blue paint palette. This means we are listening quietly and attentively, and if you have a question, you can raise your hand. This is what it should be on when we come into class because we are listening. Green is for sounds great. That means go. That means you're allowed to talk. It's usually just during work time, but it means that we need to sound great. So keeping our noise level at an inside voice. If we get a little bit too loud, we'll go to yellow. It's kind of like a stoplight. You need to slow down, and yellow is whispers, please. So that means you should be using your best whisper voice, and I shouldn't be able to understand you from far away. Red, like a stoplight, means stop, and this means we're having silent art. This usually is a few minutes of quiet to try to refocus. We can always go backwards, but we need to make sure that our first priority is to concentrate and do the best we can. Speaking of doing the best, let's shift over and let's find the art room behaviors. These are our rules for art. One lives on the board right here, and then one lives over by the pencil station next to that cork board. So let's take a closer look and talk about what that means. Our classroom rules spell the word art. A is for always do your best and follow directions. Not just your best in your artwork, but your best in your behavior and how you bring yourself to art. Remember, my best is not going to look like your best, and your best is not going to look like the people's around you. And that is okay because you are unique. R is for respect. It says respect others, their art, and their space. It should also say respect yourself, respect your art, and respect your space. The list could go on for what we need to respect. T is for take care. Take care of supplies and take your time. If you are taking care and you are thoughtfully working on your artwork, you should be taking your time. You should be thinking about how to make it better, how to make it more interesting, and how to make it creative. So remember to take care. You guys have been great listeners, so now we're going to talk about jobs and we're going to do our jobs. The shape next to you should be the same shape as something on the board up here. So we're going to practice doing these jobs. Your shape will not change, but your job will change each week. So even though squares are going to get folders, everyone should watch because circles will probably get folders next week. So as you can see, everybody at the table will have a different shape. That way we know that each table has one representative of each shape. So the first shape is a square. We're going to get the folders. We're first going to watch and then we're going to do. So everyone watch. People that are squares in a minute are going to get up and find their grade level color. They're going to find their teacher's box with their name on it and bring it up. Every grade has a color, so for example, everything that is yellow is going to be kindergarten. The folder you need to get is the folder with the number that is the same as your table box. So this one says 1 and read. So that's table 1 in Miss Reed's class. And I know my table number because it is on my pencil caddy. So we're going to pause now and go ahead and try this. Today the circles are going to go get the supplies. So the supplies live on that counter over there, and once again you'll look for your grade level color. In a minute, those who are circles are going to identify that they're a circle, and I'm going to ask them to get up and walk over and get supplies. You will get one of the supplies that are on the mat and walk back to your table carefully and quickly. Once you're sitting down, I know that we're ready for the next person to do their job. So let's go ahead now and try that. Today we need some extra stuff. So today the triangle is going to get a mess mat. So mess mats live back here under this table. The first person can slide them out. And you're going to get mess mats. Wait, you need a mess mat for each person at your table. So make sure that you get as many mess mats as people at your table. And when you get back to the table, you can go ahead and carefully pass them out. All right, so let's go ahead and try that. Our last job today is the star. Stars, you're going to come and get paper from me. So on this side of my desk is where you can come and approach me. In general, we should only come to the side of the desk whenever coming up to me. The circles are to help us space a little bit so we're not crowding and give people room to move backwards. All right, before we get started, at the end of class, squares, you'll be told to put the folders back. Circles, right after they're done, you're going to be told to put the supplies back. Triangles, you're going to be told to put the mess mats back. And of course, this will be one at a time, just like we did at the beginning. And then stars, you might be giving me the artwork, or if you don't have a job, you can help organize the pencil box. Once we're done with our jobs, the best way to show me that you're ready is to have a clear table or to have your artwork, have your hands in your lap or on the table, so that way I can call your table. When you hear your table number called, you may push your chairs in and walk and get in line. The line starts on the green dot to give a little space, and then you will line up behind people following this line. The yellow dot is just to indicate that the line does turn, and there will be more tape on the floor, but the line can continue back there. Once you're in line, you're expected to stand facing forward with your hands to yourself, ready to go into the hall. All right, we're going to start making art in just a moment, but I wanted to thank you for your attention and listening and watching this video. It is important that we know how to do the procedures in art, so that way we can make the most of our art time. The 3 basics are our art rules. A is for always do your best, R is for respect, and T is to take care. So as long as we are doing those 3 things, we will have the best time in art this year. So once again, thank you very much. Let's get those creative juices flowing, and Real Miss Dykes is going to tell you what we are doing.